Look now, making money via SEO is just bad. It's just bad. Just don't do it. Don't do it. What's up, you guys? I'm just playing around. You know, about a year ago, I used to have my channel about a whole bunch of different topics about making money, whether it be via SEO or that was the original plan. And it was supposed to be some wild and wacky videos, but I just decided to niche down and just talk about all the economic problems that we've been having out there these days. And I figured, let me gain some more subscribers, a higher subscriber count, and eventually I'll start to branch out again. Speaking of which, I've been having some problems as of the last few weeks. It's like I just can't make it past 508 subscribers. I can't make it to... Oops. It's like suddenly my channel just plateaued. The views are down. Most videos can't get more than 100 views. These last, I don't know, the last 6 or 7 videos over the last few weeks. My subscriber growth was like, it's like a dozen a week up until a couple of weeks ago. And now I'm just like, I'm plateaued. It will go up to like 508 and come back down to 506. And it's just, I can't even get past 510, let alone 10,000. So anyways, I need some love. So what I'm going to do is let's give me some watch time. I'm going to play a whole bunch of the SEO videos that I made in a single playlist on a live stream. And I'll be here just chilling. If you want to chat with me, just chat with me. And I look forward to talking to you. Every business owner wants the same thing, to become a billionaire and win awards for bettering humanity. The next thing they want is to build a digital presence to drive traffic to their sites and to achieve online success. Bruh. And as we all know, there's this famous quote from Albert Einstein that says, "The best and fastest way to achieve online success is to use search engine optimization," also known as SEO. Man, this guy has a real nice head of hair, doesn't he? Bruh. However, most people find search engine optimization overwhelming, probably because it sounds like some super complex robot that'll get you trapped in the Matrix or something.
Sound your alarm bell now!
But as a business owner, it might be one of the best ways to give your business the spotlight it deserves. So this makes it a useful tool that every business owner should care about.
There it is. Nice.
Search engine optimization might be a little bit complicated at first, but when broken down into its 4 binding pillars, it provides insights on how to best design your strategy. So in this video, we're going to go through the 4 main pillars of SEO so it can serve as a foundation in your digital marketing decisions and help you create content that ranks pretty high. So what are the pillars of SEO? Well, the first is on-page SEO. On-page search engine optimization helps to make your pages understandable as it deals with the content of the individual pages. It's also known as on-site SEO. It's important because it helps determine the layout of your website. It involves optimizing all your website's content. When it comes to making your pages understandable, content creation is a very important part, as it should contain relevant topics that people will be searching for. And the extent to which web crawlers read your website will determine how high your site ranks on the search engine result pages. Web crawlers sound pretty cool and almost sci-fi. Well, to be honest, they are. They're search engine bots and they crawl all over pages that they find on the internet. And then they check the content to see what it's all about. If they understand what your page is all about, then you increase your chances of appearing in a search engine result page as relevant. So if you sell toothpaste, but you talk about how much you hate clowns all over your site, then the search engines might think you run a blog about clowns. And your seasonal winter mint tube might show up in some poor clown lover's Google search. So the more relevant information provided in your pages and the more organized it is and easy to read. However, there's some factors to consider when optimizing your pages. First, there's page titles and title tags. Page titles present opportunities for business owners to use their keywords, which helps to make their site stand out from other sites that do what they do. Also, the page title should have up to 70 characters that include your main keywords. The page title is very important because if it doesn't correspond with your content, the algorithm itself might display a different title that might be displayed on the results page. For example, your page about the importance of flossing might appear under the title All About Clown. Next is keyword optimization. Keywords are a ranking factor that will determine your visibility credibility among customers. They allow you to better match your content to what users are looking for. The main keywords that a page targets should be in the headline, the subheadings, the meta description, and the URL. And it should be distributed throughout the text of the content body too. However, keywords should not be overused, as it might make your content sound unnatural. I mean, who would want to read a website that said, "We as sponges or us understand that sponges are important in your life. We sponge you for sponging us. Sponge, sponge, and sponge. Sponge is a good sponge." Not only will you sound insane, but you might attract a Google penalty. Moreover, keywords can be interchanged with synonyms and variations, which would help the bots know that you're exploring different aspects of the topic and providing comprehensive authoritative information. When you use authoritative content and relative keywords placed strategically, it'll help your content rank well within the search results. Oh, by the way, I just got this thing right here. Here, take a look. Isn't this awesome? Now when it comes to the second pillar of SEO, the next one is off-site SEO. Off-site SEO or off-page SEO are the outside factors that affect your presence on the search engine result page. It involves anything you do outside of your website that'll affect your ranking on the result pages. Well, except maybe sign spinning. Only the gods have answers to that. Interestingly, some experts consider off-page SEO to be of more value than on-page SEO.
Look at Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh my God!
It's the internet's equivalent to a coffee shop agreeing to put your flyers out. Only this way they don't end up being used as a napkin. It simply means that the more your site is promoted by other sites within your niche, the higher your content will rank within search engines. These backlinks act as a vote for your content from other higher quality websites within your niche, and Google sees those backlinks as the highest form of a recommendation. It's simple. The more backlinks your site has, the higher its authority becomes. However, a page could have a lot of backlinks coming from unpopular and low quality websites that it may not make a difference. This is why the experts advise that the quality and relevance of the links is what matters. Business owners, when building backlinks, should go for higher authority websites that offer quality and contribute to your page's presence and not just quantity. No one trusts the guy down the street who promoted a dog walker who's known for losing dogs and the barber who burned your friend's hair off. Quality over quantity. Another factor to consider in off-page SEO is social media. It's important to build profiles on all social media platforms so they can increase your credibility. Maintaining a strong social media presence and sharing your posts on a social media platform helps to link back to your website and web pages. It may also have some impact on the signals that reach search engines. And although social media links are not really seen as backlinks, they can help drive valuable traffic to your website. Building your social media profiles is important because search engines use profiles from third-party platforms as proof that your website exists. Now the third pillar is technical SEO, a personal favorite of mine. Because it has the word technical in it, many site owners are intimidated by the aspects of technical SEO. But I promise it's not that scary. It's not like the boogeyman, who is 100% real, and it's totally normal for a grown man to be scared of. Technical SEO simply cannot be avoided because it makes it easier for search engine bots to discover and index your pages. It ensures that your website is accessible and readable by crawlers. This means that site owners should ensure that it has a logical architecture that makes it easy to navigate for both users and web crawlers. Under technical SEO, there are several factors to consider. Since most of the content today is viewable on mobile devices, search engines work to provide users with pages that work on all screens of all shapes and sizes, and that's why Google uses its mobile-first index. The system allows websites that are made for desktop only to remain in the index. However, because it's desktop only, those websites are unlikely to appear on a mobile device, and this situation can negatively affect the website's ranking. Have you ever tried to open a site on your phone and it looked like your browser was having a stroke? So that was this happened. Thankfully, there's different methods to consider when making your website mobile friendly, and you can choose a method that fits your needs. And speaking of being friendly, did you know that the most friendliest thing that you can do today is to give that like button a pound? Seriously, I'm looking for some new friends, and if you want to be my friend, just hit that like button. I'm like the friendliest guy on the planet. Trust me. And by the way, if you don't like this video, give me a thumbs down so I can track you down and beat you senseless. And then we have website speed. With everything in the world going so fast and becoming instant, the site speed or the page speed are categories that Google considers when ranking pages through its algorithm. This means that search engines promote websites that are quick and easy to access. Today, online users have little patience for slow-moving websites and tend to move on to the next link on the results page if your page takes too long to open. Interestingly, it's been discovered that users typically wait no longer than 2 seconds for the page to load. And if it doesn't, they're likely to abandon the page. If site owners want to ensure that their pages have fast load time, they can use Google Page Speed Insights. This Google tool tells site owners how to cut down on load time, which would help optimize page speed and reduce the number of people that leave your website because it's too slow. And then we have website structure. Website structure refers to the logical organization of pages on your website. It includes the home page, top-level pages, sub-pages, and more. However, with different types of structures available, it's better to use an easy-to-understand structure, as it'll help the search engines find their way around your website. You don't want your users running into walls constantly. Technical SEO helps to ensure that complex website structures are avoided, because it can confuse both the user and the bot, and it'll make it difficult for your content to be ranked well. And now we have the fourth pillar, local SEO. Local SEO is a strategy to help your business become more visible if it has a physical location. It helps to improve your site's visibility in location-based search results. Local SEO can help your business if you offer services in a specific geographic location. Fortunately, Google offers software that specifically addresses your location by helping you manage your business within your local market. Google's My Business is software that allows you to control how your business is showcased. It helps people in your area find your business when they search for services related to your business. That way, you don't have to be in a long-distance relationship with all your customers. Not like your Canadian girlfriend who's totally real and not made up, who you've never met or had a Zoom conference with or speak to on the phone.
Bruh.
With this software, site owners can include their opening and closing hours and add their contact information and photos of the store along with top-rated reviews. Reviews are important tools in local SEO, as a high volume of good reviews will prove to Google that your business has authority, and then they'll rank it well. Search engine optimization is not just a fancy term that experts use to describe digital marketing. Many businesses have used it to boost their pages and drive traffic to their sites. So let's take a look at a few SEO success stories.
Life could be a dream if I could take you up and
GadgetFlow. GadgetFlow is a product discovery platform that keeps users informed about the latest tech and gears in the market. They also contribute to crowdfunding campaigns. When the platform started, it enjoyed online dominance as it had little to no competition. But when the internet grew, the web became filled with more information, like so much information. Oh wow, so Keanu Reeves is ambidextrous, just like me. This is when they realized they needed to increase their organic traffic so they can boost their visibility on search engines. They need an SEO strategy to achieve their goals, and so they focus on on-page SEO and built their content relevancy. GadgetFlow wanted to give readers the most relevant and high-quality content on every level and topic so they could become the most trusted resource that customers look for. GadgetFlow used an SEO tool called WordWeb to devise a knowledge graph and guide a site-wide content model, which helped to improve its overall SEO. This strategy also helped to deliver structured data that added to the content by including reviews, products, videos, and blog posts. With a focus on relevant content, GadgetFlow was able to grow their organic traffic, which of course is better than genetically modified traffic, of course. They saw 185% growth for clicks on video content and 198% growth on news articles within 3 months. The next one is Aptega. Aptega is a compliance and security platform. Their platform already had an existing WordPress site, but they soon realized it won't be enough to help them reach their goals. Hey WordPress, can you come over here? Sit down for a moment? Sure, what's up? We've been together for so long. But we've just grown apart. They knew they needed an optimized website that could generate leads. After switching to HubSpot's SEO tool, the platform experienced immediate success, as it saw its core pages move from a 100+ ranking on Google to number 3 within 2 weeks. The platform utilized on-page SEO recommendations that directed users to pages that needed attention and other additional ways to optimize content. More and more businesses and site owners have success stories like this because of the foundational pillars of SEO. Search engine optimization is important for any business who wants to establish an online presence. If you're looking to start a business and you want to enjoy a robust online presence, then a strong SEO strategy will help you be discovered by the right people. Thankfully, we're the drivers of our own destiny, and if we want to be successful, we need to start by making the right choices for our businesses. And search engine optimization is one of those right choices. If you like this video, then you're going to want to take a look at this playlist right here on SEO and internet marketing.
Code Monkey, Code Monkey, Code Monkey Mike.
So how would you like to have 100,000 organic visitors to your site per month by next year? Hey everybody, what's up? Code Monkey Mike here. So in this video, I want to get down and dirty with some of the extreme hardcore details of technical SEO. And when I say hardcore, I mean hardcore. I mean, it's crazy. I find tons of videos out there where people have these brief, high-level overviews of technical SEO, but they don't get into any specifics at all. And video after video, it's all the same. This is going to be detailed and into the code, so bear with me. So you may need to rewind here and there. Do people even say rewind nowadays? You may need to go back and push pause over some of the technical stuff if you find some of these things helpful. But as you know, anyone who does anything on the internet nowadays needs to know at least something about SEO. If you're interested in making money online, you need to know about SEO. If you're interested in popularity online, you need to know about SEO. If you're interested in playing video games online, maybe not. Unless you want to start a blog or a YouTube channel about video games, about tips and tricks about those games, or just entertaining people, then you need to know about SEO. So with that said about the technical aspects of this video, this might not be for everyone, but you can stick around if you like, give the video a like, and ask me a question in the comments. You'll get some free SEO advice if you watch this video, or just contact me personally and tell me you watched it. Hey, why not? At the time of uploading this video, I have like only 130 subscribers, so it's easy to manage, you know? But if you're watching this video in the future and I have like 10,000 subscribers, then you might not be so lucky because I might be overwhelmed. And if you don't want to stick around, click right here in the corner to see how I save money living in a horse barn, and you'll get a chance to get to know me a little bit better. Cool. So here are some things specific that'll help you in your rankings, and not only with Google, but just with SEO across the board, you know? Also, just so you know, this comes after years of experience and expertise in the subject matter, achieving some high-level rankings in the search and the result pages, and tons of organic traffic on multiple websites. So click that like button. Why? Because it'll help with this video's SEO. So the first thing is to make sure you got the proper HTML tags and make sure it's all formatted properly. You know, back in the day, I used to make my front end XHTML compliant, but that, you know, now that's just a polished version of HTML4. So HTML5 replaces that, and even though HTML5 is not as strict as a XHTML document, you kind of want to try to follow some of the rules of, you know, not only XHTML, but of an XML document, especially closing tags, lowercase tag names, and especially closing tags. Did I say closing tags? You want to make sure that search engine spiders don't have a difficult time to crawl your website. Make their job a bit easier to crawl your page, and they'll give your page a like in the same way you just gave my video a like. Think about it. They're looking for anything and everything they can use as a way to see how your page stands out from other pages. Quality code means that there's quality developers behind the company or the team that's behind the creation of your website. And if that type of quality is invested in your code, then it stands to reason that other parts of your business have that type of quality, like your content, your products and services, your customer service, and so on. So here's a validator you might want to use. Link in the description below. There are options to just paste in the URL to your page that's already live, or you can upload an HTML document to it, or you can just paste in some HTML to the text area on this page and validate your code. So aside from not having malformed HTML, you're going to use the proper tags, right? You want to use your nav tags, right? You're going to want to use your footer tag, right? Use the header tag for things that represent introductory content. This is important, right? Don't have gibberish. Don't have some random div tag or span tag with some CSS class and think it's good enough, right? And just call it a day, right? Just don't do it, right? I mean, even the details and summary tag if necessary. Make use of the article tag, right? If you have a blog or publish article. You can see here as an example that this is using an H1 tag, and then it has an article tag with an H2 inside of it. This is important. Don't have gibberish. Don't have some random div or span tag with some CSS class and call it a day thinking it's good enough. Don't do it. The search engine want to know what your page is about, so you should use the proper tag to tell them about your page. Emphasize certain keywords in the body of the content. Like if you have a page about an insane supercar and you use the phrase insane supercar in a strong tag because you want people to know that this particular supercar is insane. Also know when to use a bold tag versus a strong tag. Also know when to use an italics tag versus an emphasize tag. Strong signifies more intensity than bold, and emphasize signifies more intensity than italics. Use them only when necessary and sparingly. Try not to use a strong tag if you haven't already used a bold tag already, Likewise, try not to use an emphasize tag if you haven't already used an italics tag. This is important. Don't have gibberish. Don't have some random div or span tag with some CSS class and call it a day thinking it's good enough. Don't do it. All of these tags, when used, catch the user's attention when they're reading your content. And search engines want to know what are the tags on the page that will catch the user's attention, and they'll give your page more weight based on what they find. Another good tag is a definition tag. There may be a complex word in your page or a word that's related to the overall topic of the page. It might be slightly difficult, and you may want to define it. You can add an explanation of the word in the attribute of this definition tag. The way it works is when you hover your mouse pointer over this particular word that's defined in the definition tag, the definition itself that you define in the attribute will show as a tooltip to the user. And search engines like that you're helping a user understand words on your page. For example, I found that if people don't know the term supercar, obviously not a car enthusiast, right? If you tell them exotic car, they'll say, oh, I get it, right? So in this case, if you're on a web page, you have the word supercar, you'll be hovering, the user will be hovering over the word supercar and it'll show exotic car right in the top, right? This is just a rough example, but you know, you could define anything to help the user understand more about what you're telling them. All right, so that's all related to tags and the content body for now, but I encourage you to browse W3 Schools, link in the description below, and just get familiar with as many HTML5 tags as you can, right? And see what you can use.
Several months later.
Hey, so I'm just interjecting here. I got this new 70s look going on. I got these new glasses. I was gonna get a haircut, but I figured, you know, the hair matches, right? So about this video was supposed to be about 30 minutes long. The plan was that I was supposed to make around 3 to 4 different 30-minute videos about technical SEO. But a few months ago, things got a little bit haywire and I kind of went off track with things. So things kind of ground into a halt for a bit. If you want to know more about that, you can click up here in the right-hand corner. So my YouTube channel sort of flatlined for a while. I even had the same subscriber count for a couple of weeks. But as I get back into things, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the format. I'm breaking this video down into a much smaller, less than 10-minute video. I'm going to break all the concepts I had to make 3 or 4 longer videos. I'm going to break them down to around 5 or 10 shorter videos. So it's going to be shorter videos, but it's going to be a larger series that you can follow along as, you know, the weeks progress. It should be okay because there's so many concepts that we can get into when it comes to technical SEO. So every video would have its own little topic, right? Oh, and speaking of getting back into things, so I posted a video a couple of weeks ago about what I wear out in the mountains of upstate New York when it's like sub-zero temperatures, you know, like 9 degrees below zero, just to let people know, you know, how you have to dress. And when I posted that video, within the first 24 hours, my subscriber count actually dropped by two subscribers. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. These guys don't like to see me in my underwear or something. If you want to see that video, check it out right here. But I promise you, I won't be showing myself in my underwear, okay? That was just a joke. So give this video a like if you like it. Remember, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Oh yeah, follow me on LinkedIn. I post there all the time. Link in the description below. And I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. So this is a second video in a series I'm making about technical SEO. In this video, I'm going to be talking about metadata and what goes inside of the head tag of the HTML page. So if you didn't get those 100,000 organic visitors per month to your website, then stick around. So we're going to be talking about some good stuff today. So in the last video, I talked about a lot to do with the HTML from within the actual body of the page and what you could do with the HTML. So in this one, we're going to be talking about a lot of other stuff when it comes to the metadata, right? Which describes the page itself, but doesn't actually show stuff to the user, at least in the content of the page itself. First and foremost, let's talk about the title tag. Most of the time, this is the most descriptive thing about your web page. And that's what's used to show your web page to users who are searching in the search results. So most of the time, you'll see the title tag shown in the search result of the search engine result listing. But a quick side note, sometimes you'll see strange instances where it might not be the title tag, it might actually be like an H1 tag on your web page that's showing to the user in the search engine result listing. There was once this big case, and even a bizarre case I might add, where It was being talked about a lot on the internet and social media, where a user was saying that Google was showing the anchor tag of an anchor of a link on their page in the search engine result listing of Google, and that was really strange. Usually that doesn't happen, you know, a one-off situation. But either way, you know, the title tag is usually the first thing the user sees that describes your web page. So you're going to want to get it right so they can, you know, actually click on your listing and go to your site. Next is a meta description. It may or may not be shown in the search engine results, you know, because sometimes they'll just snippet some of your content from your web page and they'll put it in the description section of the result listings, right? But either way, it's always good to write something in description tags. It's just good 2 or 3 sentences that really describes what your page is about. Next is the keyword tag. So the keyword tag is like one of the only tags that you might not even want to worry about. If you do use it, you want to put in like 6 or 7 keywords that are relevant to the actual web page. So the backstory is, when the web was in its infancy, people would just use this tag to stuff a whole bunch of keywords into it, just so they can get their website placed in search engine result listings that had nothing to do with what the user was searching for. So this was like keyword spamming. Nowadays, if you're caught doing that, search engines are more likely to penalize you because it's considered black hat web tactics. You know, it's something that you should not do, right? Because you're essentially spamming. So make sure you don't do anything like that, because they might actually downgrade your rankings because of that. If you use the keyword tag, make sure that you actually put keywords in it that actually appear in the actual body of your web page. Don't make that mistake. If you want to use it, you can use it. If not, it might not even matter anyway. But if you do use it correctly. So moving on from there, there's a robots tag that I don't even know if we should get into that in this video. That could be a video all on its own, because it's sort of like a different topic from metadata. Yeah. Another meta attribute you can use is the author tag. Like if you have a blog or an article site, you can use the author tag. So it will be like the name of either yourself or whoever it is that's writing that particular article. You know, and all this extra stuff helps. You know, a little bit of information here and there. It's like little pepperings of information you can give to the search engines about your particular web page. But it helps. It gives you like a slight advantage over your competitors, over the other websites that might be competing for those particular keywords. It's like a little bit here and there help. Another tag you can use is the canonical, I can never pronounce this word.
Canonical.
Yes, that's it. Canonical. So yeah, you can use this tag. This refers to the original source, like the original content. So it helps you to avoid duplicate content issues. So if you have one particular web page, right, and you don't want this particular page to be indexed, but you want to tell the search engines that this is the source content, so they'll index that other page. It could be helpful here and there. The next on the list of metadata is a big one. It's the social media OG tags. And yeah, so OG, obviously it doesn't mean original gangster.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Right? It's the social media open graph system, right? So this one is very, very important. So this will be like the attributes that you want to tell other social media platforms what should be shown when somebody's sharing your web page, right? So you have the title, the description, you have an image, you have the URL. This is good for 2 things. It's not only for the search engines, but it's good for social media, for being able to share your particular web page. But the reason why it's good for search engines and optimizing for keywords and so on is because you want to tell the search engines that, hey, you have this good quality web page, and it'll go over good when people want to share it, right? So search engines want to know that you're doing everything and anything you can do to enhance your web page, enhance your website, and that particular web page in general that they're indexing. They want to know that you put in all your effort into making this a quality page. And part of that is to make sure that your visitors to that web page can share it, and then other people can actually see it in a quality manner on those social media platforms, you know, Twitter, Facebook, etc., etc. And last, before I close off this video, I want to talk about a couple of tools that you might want to use. So we have here the Meta SEO Inspector. You might want to check this. It's a Chrome extension. You might want to check it and add it on. Okay, so it analyzes essential SEO related metadata. You'll be able to get reports in the form of warnings and explanations and tips and so on. It'll help you find things that are incorrect. It'll help you look for, errors, HTML checks and so on, right? And next we have SEO Minion, which is also a extension. It helps you, helps you do a lot more things. It helps you do other things besides the metadata, but It has a bunch of, SEO meta checks. It has including the robots checks that we're going to get into in another video. It has open graph tags, open graph tag checks, alt attributes, and it does, a ton of other stuff that might help you out. All right, that's pretty much it when it comes to metadata. Make sure you give this video a like. Give it a like, okay? Don't give it a like. Just give that like button a pound, as I always say, okay? Just give it a pound right there, all right? Don't forget, and click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. And besides that, follow me on LinkedIn. I post there pretty much all the time. Follow me on LinkedIn, and laters. One thing that people don't think about when optimizing for SEO is optimizing your images so that they appear in a Google image search. If they can appear in Google Images, then user could potentially find their way to your website. In this video, I'm not going to talk about how to optimize your images in the HTML of where you're going to include those images, but rather I'm going to focus on optimizing the image itself. Now, first and foremost, before I show you anything, you got to make sure your image compression is optimized. You don't want to have an image on your site that has a gigantic file size, because that'll not only exclude your images from ranking in the image results, but it will kill the SEO for your entire web page and possibly the site. Tools to assist with that include tiny PNG and so on. Link in the description below. But as we get into some of the other stuff, the most important thing to focus on is the file name. Make sure that the file name of your image is relevant to whatever the image is about. In my example here, I'm just using the thumbnail of my most recent YouTube video to demo this. And the file name is furnitureshortage.jpg. And here is how I use Windows Explorer to modify the metadata. This can be done anywhere. It can be done in Mac, it can be done in Photoscape X, which is the image software that I use. It's just the metadata, but it gives you a chance to tell any spider that scans this image what the image is about. Here you can see in my example, I'm using the title of my YouTube video as the title of my image. Delivery delays and low supply causing furniture shortage in 2022. I change the subject to furniture shortage. And here I add some comments to describe anything relevant about the image. I also add author, which is me, Code Monkey Mike. And that's pretty much it. SEO can get complex. And if you're running a business or a side hustle with little or no budget for marketing or advertising, spending your time to learn SEO is excellent to get more eyeballs in front of your product or your service. It's an organic, free way. Be sure to check my playlist for more content related to SEO. And if you like making money, optimizing your life and your business, staying productive, make sure you subscribe to my channel.